Over time, that high level of glucose is going to start to stick to the red blood cell. And when it starts to stick to the red blood cell, depending on how high the glucose is in the bloodstream, you're going to have more of those glucose molecules, what they call glycate, become glycated to the red blood cells. And this becomes something that you can actually measure. And this is where they get the A1C, the hemoglobin A1C, because you're going to see just how much of that glucose is becoming sticky or glycated to the red blood cell. And the higher it is, the higher your A1C is going to be. And so once you start getting an A1C over 6.5, this is what they consider to be type 2 diabetes. So let's make sure we understand that type 2 diabetes is really just a measure of the A1C, the hemoglobin A1C. The hemoglobin A1C is increasing because of the high amounts of blood sugar. The high amounts of blood sugar is causing glycation to take place with the red blood cells, specifically the hemoglobin aspect of the cell. So the higher your blood sugar is, the more you're going to have glycated to the red blood cell. And when you do your blood work, this is going to be reflected on the A1C. And so once you start to get an A1C over 6.5, it's considered to be diabetes, type 2 diabetes. A1C of 5.7 to 6.4 is pre-diabetes. And so that essentially is what we're talking about with type 2 diabetes.